do whatever you can to incite them, or even if it's religion, go disrespect their religion, go do whatever. Because by the way, we also have freedom of religion, right? Go do that. Go show up to synagogues, mosques, and all them other shits, and do what you want to do to disrespect those religions, and let's see what happens. Leave black people alone, right? Like I think you should do some demonstration at the mosque, right? Wouldn't that be cool? Let me ask you a question. Would it be cool if he goes to like who be at the mosque? That's Muslims. If he went there and he's seeing people kneeling and said, "Oh, y'all chimping out. Oh, y'all chimping. Oh, y'all kneeling. Y'all praying. Oh, y'all chimping out. Look at these motherfuckers chimping out right here. Look at them. They're all kneeling. They're chimping out. That would be amusing too, right?"
I didn't say it was good. I've said
no. You said it was funny. Would that be amusing? Would it be amusing if he showed up to the mosque, he put the camera up, and he said, "Look at all these niggas. They're on their knees on the mat. They're chimping out."
Niggas, don't say that.
Okay.
First you said.
All right, suppose he said that. No. Suppose he said that. Would it be?
But you said they were the 9/11 hijackers. Those were Saudi.
Okay, so you're trying to switch the conversation. You said when he had a conversation with black people, it was amusing. Brother, you said when he had a conversation with African Americans or whatever, it was amusing.
Let me give you a small backstory. So DJ Akademiks, the black guy, and Sneako, the white guy, are going back and forth about the Chud the Builder. The Chud the Builder guy has been arrested for shooting a black man after calling him the hard R when it comes to the N-word. So the white man right here, Sneako, he's trying to basically lighten the load by saying, why are black people even offended about the N-word? And DJ Akademiks puts on a master class on how hypocritical this white man is being when it comes to this racist Chud the Builder. So let's finish this. I'm talking about, this was like almost a 2-hour stream. I compacted for the best parts.
Do you think that would be amusing if he showed up to one of these religious places where people are praying, knee on the mat, doing all this stuff, Allahu Akbar shit, and he grabs his camera and said, "Look at these motherfuckers chimping out"? Would that be amusing to you?
I'm saying he should.
No. Would it be amusing? Because you said that it was amusing when he was talking to the blacks.
I said he shouldn't antagonize people that are.
I know you said that, but you said it was amusing. You said it was funny. Would that be funny?
That's not funny.
Why is that not funny? But the ankle monitor on the black guy's foot, him doing that, why is that funny?
Because he first says, "What are those?" to his shoes, and then he looks at his shoe and he has an ankle monitor. That's fine.
Okay, so if he goes to
that's separate from the word.
Okay, so if he goes to the place where people are praying and they're bowing down on the mat, and he says, "What are those? They're chimping out." That's funny. That would be pretty funny, right?
There's a difference between like worship and then being in public.
Whoa, Sneako, what you mean?
I don't think that's funny.
So that's not funny?
You want to pick and choose who this racist white boy can antagonize. But when Akademiks preferencing towards the things that you hold near and dear to your heart, being Muslim, Asian, or whatever, now you don't see the logic behind it being amusing.
The difference is, the point I'm making is there's no word in. Is there a word? Is there a specific word? Like disrupting people who are praying peacefully, that's just unnecessary.
Disrupting homeless people who are minding their fucking homeless business.
I also said that that's wrong. You shouldn't be antagonizing people like that.
But you said it was funny though. You said I would try to find the humor if he went to the place of worship and he was just like, "Yo,
I don't think.
Yo, look, they're speaking like some other language. They're chimping out. Look, they're praying."
Okay, there's some things within the videos, like I pointed out, like the ankle monitor, that are objectively kind of funny. Like banter back and forth. One guy's filming, he's like, "Hey, forgot to record." Some of that stuff is situationally funny. In a vacuum, it's not.
I'm not trying to be objective to no racist, no bigot, no pedo. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be objective. Not at all. I'm not trying to be objective to somebody that's being divisive. But what I will do, I will meet them where they stand. I will return the same energy. You want to be hateful? I know how to be hateful. I choose peace. I choose love. But whatever you choose in my presence, I might just return the exact same shit. I'm not trying to be objective to people like this. Not whatsoever.
And the point is, there's no individual word that equates to that word where you're going to get the same reaction out of people. There's not.
Sneako, you're trying to make it about a word. I've told you this is about blatant disrespect.
I am trying to make it about a word.
And again.
And I said you shouldn't blatantly disrespect people.
Well, that's the point. I know you want to. There's always going to be a thing that will be disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's a word. It might be a action that might even not be violent, right? Like if he shows up to the mosque and everybody praying on them carpets, he whips on the carpet. Is that disrespectful or not?
That's literally illegal. That's public indecency. Like that's also pissing that like.
All right, he just does it. But it's
now being in public.
All right, he spits on it. He spits on it. He spits on the rug. What?
Yeah, that's also considered assault.
He assaulted the rug?
Yeah, spitting on people is
no, not on the person. He just spit on the rug. He just disrespects it.
Yeah, that's wrong. What is the point?
Okay, he goes there.
What does this have to do with using it?
The point what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to black people finding offense of things that they feel is offensive, you're like, well, why don't y'all just stop being offended by the word? However, if I then showcase a situation where another group of people, where someone tries to disrespect them, you can't repurpose the disrespect. You want black people to repurpose the disrespect.
Great. There's a great analogy here. Do you see how you're equating this individual word that doesn't have real meaning unless you to the holy?
Every word has meaning, brother.
The word of God compared to the word.
If the word has no meaning, if the word has no meaning,
you're equating the word of God to a slur that is outdated.
Okay, all right. You said that the words don't have meaning.
That's the whole point. You cannot have those.
If you claim words have no meaning,
God is not equivalent to this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say. Oh,
is that what you're saying?
No.
He's saying he asked him to say if Allah. He Muslim. Words don't have no meaning. Say if Allah.
I'm asking you to say it because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right? Clearly,
okay.
Like you wouldn't say that, right? Because there's an intended meaning if you're saying this.
See the point that you're making? How are you equating
words have meaning, brother?
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us.
So
this hard R word.
You can't disrespect God, but you can disrespect a whole group of people.
That you give to it,
brother. You're saying so. What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you could disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that the entire group of people should just not be offended. Because you're doing both. Whether you say the hardy R or you say
cooking them. Akademiks is completely cooking this dude on his own logic.
This is the creator of the universe versus outdated slur. You cannot equate the two.
Outdated slur to who?
Those in the same category.
Outdated slur to who? To you.
That's how it should be.
It's outdated to you. Clearly, if you look socially, the majority of people, even outside the black community, realize that word still holds some meaning. So in your maybe skewed Chud the Builder fanboy mind,
it only holds the meaning that we still attribute to it because slavery is over. The same way, we'll go back full circle, that this word is becoming the most popular word in hip hop.
You talking about slavery is over? How we even know they was using the N-word during slavery? We have all examples, and that's just a rhetorical question. We have all our examples of them using the N-word literally on camera. When dogs being sicked on the water hoses, black communities being burnt down. Like it's literally been on film since one of the first cameras that's been made back in the 1900s. Around what, 1857, 1856? Like what is he talking about? Why do they always got to reach back to slavery? You know how many racial and demeaning things that happened to black people after goddamn slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, lynchings. We have a whole history of us being treated in an unfair way, where that Nigger word has been prevalent and used. Like, what is this dude talking about, bruh? White men always try to reach back to slavery. Now let's reach back to 20 years ago. Let's reach back to 30 years. Let's reach back to the crack era. You feel me? Let's reach back to Tennessee. Right now. Today.
My 21 Savage, my chopper hates niggas. 21 Savage could say, my chopper hates niggas. And everyone's like, fine. They turn up to it in the club. If a white guy says that, everyone freaks out.
We've all said
it's
it has
the same word. It's the same intention.
We've all said
it's not the same word. It don't even sound the same. One has a one has a You want it to be the same. Just so you can water down how we use it. Just so you can have an excuse to use it. Just so you can have an excuse for other people to use it. If you saying Nigga, I'm gonna look past it. I have seen a group of white boys, a group of Asians, a group of Mexicans call each other Nigga. I have never seen them call each other Nigger. Never. So when you go use that towards a black person, you know exactly what you're doing. I'm telling you, you can go right now and get on TikTok and just see a group of young white boys using Nigga. Does it make it right? Some people might have an issue with that. Some people might. But they call each other it. They not calling each other Nigger.
That both words, like if you study, and I'm about to butcher this word, etymology, and you know the root of words and how it progresses, it's like if I say, Sneako, you're cap, I'm not speaking about this. I'm clearly speaking about the word cap has a different meaning. Right? So hold on. So you keep saying
change the meaning of this word.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay. However, when that naturally happens, it happens. What I'm saying now is that nigga and the hard ER, they mean two very different things. And they're gonna get two very different emotions.
Because society moved on, because we allowed them to change their meaning. That's the point.
No, you're being so
Let go of these societal
people
to this
who are offended by
let go of the hurt.
Let go of the hurt. You're not a spiritual leader, bro. You just sound ignorant. Let go. Nobody is let going nothing.
All right, so them niggas in Palestine should let go of the goddamn hurt that Israel's doing to them. Let it go. Okay. The fuck?
The fact that you're not able to comprehend.
No. You're saying that black people should let go of the hurt, but I'm saying, all right, you own that Palestine shit. Them niggas should let go of the hurt. Or the fuckery that goddamn Israel been putting them through.
How this is such a dumb analogy. This is
Israel, but I'm saying
the fact that you're not able
to go of the goddamn hurt that the people who are offended by
the hurt. Societal
the people who are offended by
the hurt.
All right, so them niggas in Palestine should let go of the goddamn hurt that Israel's doing to them. Let it go. The fuck?
The fact that you're not able to comprehend.
No. You're saying that black people should let go of the hurt, but I'm saying, all right, you own that Palestine shit. Them niggas should let go of the hurt. Or the fuckery that goddamn Israel been putting them through.
How this is such a dumb analogy. Genocide's happening now. Slavery ended how long ago?
No. Slavery more important than whatever happened with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Word up.
Slavery ended. What, 250 years ago? And the genocide's happening right now. And also, there's no word to talk about Palestinians the same way there is about black people.
Listen. If you think that black people should let go the hurt of slavery, I think them Palestinian niggas should let go the fucking hurt of them bombs that got dropped. Facts.
Okay, it's happening right now, and also you're saying a word.
I'm actually saying that to say nobody's gonna ever let go of their hurt.
This doesn't.
No. It makes sense. No one's gonna let go of their hurt, right? The Palestinians ain't gonna let go
of their hurt all the time. People let go. Why do you think white people aren't offended by the word? Asian people aren't.
What hurt they went through? I want to hear this one. Hold on, I got to take a shot. I wasn't even gonna drink this stream. I want to hear the hurt the white people went through.
Some white people probably get offended by being compared to slave owners.
No. We're talking about history and hurt. Okay.
Yeah.
Like for example, in 20 years from now, for the Palestinians, the hurt of what's happening now will be felt. Same with the Jewish people for the Holocaust.
Individual word. You still haven't given an individual word.
Listen, you're now still stuck over the word because you can't actually argue about the intended meaning. The intended meaning is to tap back into the hurt that word stands for.
All right, and my point is that there's no other word in the English language that has that much emotion attached to it other than that word. It's the most powerful word in the English language.
It's the most.
That's why it's used over for hip hop.
Hold on. And I'm gonna lie to you. This is probably the most pro-black I've ever sounded. Because usually I'm like really, but this Chud dude, he's like anybody who actually agrees with him is all about regressing in racial relationships. And I think we're at a decent place. At times it goes, but I like the fact that black and white people ain't beefing. I like that. You know what I mean? So when I see somebody like this, it disgusts me. And anybody who actually could see any nuance in what he's doing, other than that this guy's a piece of shit and racist, I start looking at you. And that's why I'm questioning you, because I'm like, you seem to be seeing clear what's going on over with Palestine and Israel. Nigga, you don't live there. You ain't even been to have you been to Israel? Have you been to Israel? Have you been to Israel?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Have you been to motherfucking whatever they call Palestine? You been there?
What is the argument here?
The point is that I'm over here, and I'm talking about socially to make sure that what's going on in our country, especially with race relations, because it's been one of the most the things that has torn us apart as a country. And when I see any hint of that, I don't like it. And you're over here talking about this genocides going on overseas, like, man.
You said that you don't want anti-black, anti-white racism. You don't want division. The only way we can get to that division and get rid of it
get Chud the Builder out of the way.
Facts.
No, it's
Facts.
not about inciting violence on Chud the Builder. It's not allowing one race to say a word and get triggered, and another. If Charleston White says the word, no one gets angry. If Chud the Builder says it, everybody gets angry. If you actually want equality, then words for any race have the same meaning. That's equality. You say you're pro-black, I'm pro-human. Humans all together should not allow this to divide us. How are you letting a word divide you and put into separate places? When black people say the same exact word, it's a term of endearment. When white people say it, so many people think you should act violently. That is segregation. That's the issue.
He's a fucking idiot, bro. Oh, we want equal. I don't want equality. I don't want a racist to walk free after he done called me a nigger and nothing happened to him because we support freedom of speech. No, freedom of speech is to protect you from a tyrannical government. It ain't gonna protect you from me. And guess what? If I do something, I have the right to a free and fair trial. I have the right to be provided with counsel if I commit a crime against your bitch ass. But this Sneako, just even looking at that's not a black man. And if you think like him and trying to accept the things he's saying, I see what he's trying to say. Oh, we shouldn't have let a word get us upright and mad. It's not the word, it's the disrespect. Let me know what y'all think.